Hello. Hello everyone. Hi. Hi, how are you?
How are you? So guys, today we have the one and only Tatrix with us, and it's very special for us today because we have a Sanman artist, an electronic music artist who produces and DJs,
Right.
and has a great social media presence if you follow him. Tatrix, thank you for coming today, and
Thank you
we're
so much for
super
having me.
excited. So today, lot to learn from you. So tell me, the first question from my side is कि आपने कहाँ से शुरू किया था and what has been the journey like till now? Can you tell us in brief कि what was your age when you started and how did you pursue and till now? What has been the
So
journey?
this is the most common question which I get. So basically I started when I was 13 years old. I was in school, I guess class 9 or 10. And the first teacher which I met was Rahul sir only. I went to his academy and for the DJing thing and everything. And so basically the thing is I started DJing because I was all very interested in electronic music only, not much Bollywood. So I always liked EDM music and techno music. So even I produce techno and electronic music right now. So I met Rahul Bhaiya because I remember I had a DJ competition in my school. So it was a war of DJs, you guys must be knowing. War of DJs is very common.
This was in which college? Your college Heritage, right?
I was in school.
That time in school.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so I was in DPS Ruby Park. It's in Calcutta only, you guys must be knowing. So it was a war of DJs. I participated in it and I wanted to learn DJing. From that day onwards, I met Bhaiya also and he has helped me a lot in this journey. So both of the faculties which you have, like Rahul Bhaiya and DJ Reaction, I think they are amazing, very talented. And yeah, so that was my journey. I started back then, I think it was 2017 or 18. And yeah.
And you performed in your school dress, I believe.
Yeah, so the first performance which I gave was in my school dress only. It was in Heritage School, like the fest was of Heritage School. The fest name was of Utopia. And the most interesting part is like this year only, I performed in Utopia, like you can see the video there.
Yeah, it's already.
Yeah, and I performed as a guest performance there.
So within a span of 1 year, I think?
No, it took me 5 years.
5 years.
5 years, yeah. 5
Wow.
years.
And it shows in this video like I think you're feeling emotional. when
Exactly,
you
exactly.
shot it.
So I think this was the
Wow.
most emotional show for me because even I was telling you, like you can see me talking.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I'm
please.
telling the same thing that it has been a long journey. It took me 5 years to reach the stage because at the beginning I started as a participant, but now in 2023 I performed as a guest performance, and even in you guys must be knowing Rave College. Right, so they have a very big fest, the Wotsav. So even I performed there this year as a headliner, and I was also the judge for War of DJs.
Amazing.
It's been a great
So
journey.
that is amazing journey in 5 years. You have accomplished so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing to see this growth. So can you tell us basically कैसे ये कीड़ा आया? You know,
Okay.
who did you see first? Did you saw the international DJs play, or did you see some local senior DJs play, or something like that?
Yeah, so basically what happened is around 2016-15 I saw the sets of Tomorrowland. So basically, obviously they are DJs. So basically the thing is in Tomorrowland the DJs are performing, but they are not playing like someone else's music. The main criteria is they are playing their own music. So that's very important. I think music production in this scene is very important. So I got to know that for performing in such big platforms, you have to learn DJing, obviously, like this is the basics. But at the end, you have to start with production, mashups, because at the end, you cannot perform someone else's music in a big platform, because the criteria will be you have to play your own music. Like almost 50% of the set, like if the set is of 1 hour, you have to play 50% of the music, it has to be yours, or some mashup which has been created. So it has to be exclusive, like which is only yours. Right. And if someone else also play, they will be like, this song is to ye to us DJ ka hai. So like this, you can create a very wide fan base, and as you all know, like marketing and branding is very important today. Right. So like only like the craft is very important. Obviously,
Initially, that is important,
yeah,
but then
craft.
going beyond.
But branding and marketing yourself, like you have to see yourself as a brand, and you have to go to everywhere and like market yourself. So that's very important. I think.
You have to showcase that how
Exactly,
good, because
exactly.
how do people know ki
Right, right.
you're good or
What like talent you have, because you must be like noticing that there are a lot of talented people who are already very talented, but they don't know how to market themselves. So that's what happens. Like people like उन लोग का talent जो है फिर वो दब के रह जाता है. तो खुद को market करना and craft में भी ध्यान देना 50-50% is very important, because in music career music important तो है, but उसके साथ साथ बहुत सारा चीज भी है, because music industry is not just about music. You have to create your own brand. You have to create content on your talent and every skills, and you have to upload them so that people can see. So having like ये सब करके you will create a good fan base. So I think
it's
that's
the
very
hype
important.
that you create that people are talking
Exactly,
about you,
exactly.
what is going on with this guy, he's creating music. I
Yeah,
like that
and
music.
until and unless you are not active on social medias and all, like people won't be able to see your talent, because what you are doing under the roof, it remains there, but you have to showcase it to everyone. तो इधर आपका सोशल मीडिया बहुत काम आता है, तो सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू ही आप लाइक मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल को रीच कर सकते हैं. तो या आप अगर सिर्फ डीजे है, तो यू हैव टू बी लाइक ग्रेट इन योर सेट मिक्सिंग एंड स्किल्स. जैसे डीजे रिएक्शन इज देयर, उसका आपने स्किल्स देखा ही है, ही इज वेरी टैलेंटेड. सो अगर वैसा कुछ स्किल्स होगा तो दैट कैन लाइक मेक यू वायरल. और इफ यू mix normally, like very simple, but you are playing your own song, so that's a great thing. So either of the craft you have to make it like you need an X factor.
USP or X factor, something that differentiates you from the crowd.
Exactly. So
कुछ
that's
तो different होना चाहिए.
So there's a DJ you must be knowing, James Hype.
Yeah.
He's a great DJ. So basically he plays like 3 to 4 songs together, and the audience thinks that he's still playing a single song. So that's the talent he has. So basically the thing he's doing is like he's a great DJ also. So he's famous because of his great sets. And some DJs mix normally, like you must have seen Martin Garrix. Their sets are very simple, but at the end, 90% of the sets like which they are playing, all the music are their own music.
So basically they are more of a producer,
Right.
than a DJ.
Right. That's the thing.
So going back to the roots, so कैसे वो कीड़ा, you told us that you saw the Tomorrowland
then I got to know that for like being a big artist, you have to make your own music also. So then I started making my own music. And
so tell us about the music production journey. You went to Mumbai and you learned and slowly collaborated.
So
and
basically 2019 I went to Bombay. I learned their music production, music theory, mixing and mastering. So basically I did these 4 courses. So these 4 courses are very important if you want to create your own music and want to release yourself. So I learned there a lot of things except the music, like music wala part. I learned how to market yourself, how to brand yourself. So it's like a whole thing. So basically all the faculties also there were amazing. They teach not only how to make good music, but also how to brand yourself.
So important.
Yeah. So I did a certified course. It was of 6 months each. So then I did my course there, and then Calcutta is my hometown, and I'm doing shows here. I also have a merch and academy brand also right now.
So he does national tours where he plays in all Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune. He does his tours, he releases his upcoming album is also coming.
Yeah, my album is coming this December, and like 2 days back only, like last Wednesday, one of my songs released in one of the Brazilian record label. So it's a techno and EDM song which got released. I'll definitely show that to you.
So today we are very lucky, unreleased tracks we'll get to hear from.
Definitely.
So let's deep dive into the topic then.
Yeah.
So record labels. I mean, record labels, what is the importance? Does a new artist need a record label, or should he publish it directly?
So basically, why record label is important is because if you are a new artist, you don't have much of a fan base. So for that fan base thing, for that streams कि आपके गाने में streams आए, you definitely need a big record label because the record label already has a fan base. उनके already keys में follower है. तो अगर आपका song वो record label के अंदर release होता है, तो उससे फायदा ये आएगा कि आपका बना बनाया हुआ fan base है. तो आपका song जो वहाँ release हो रहा है, तो उनके जो followers है, वो already आपका गाना सुनेंगे. So that's very important. But as you guys know, there's a lot of competition these days in music production, DJing. So only good music can be released under the record label. So that's very important. And the song has to be mixed, mastered properly. Like it has to be ready for release. कि आपका song एकदम ready हो release के लिए, तभी वो release हो पाएगा. तो record labels का फायदा भी है कि सब काम वही करेंगे, marketing वो करेंगे, release करेंगे सब platform में, आपका Spotify में करेंगे, YouTube Music, Instagram Music. फिर म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन का और एक फायदा इधर ये आता है कि बाकी लोग को अगर गाना आपका पसंद आया, दे स्टार्ट मेकिंग रील्स नाउडेज एंड योर सॉन्ग्स कैन ब्लो अप. तो इससे आपका गाना वायरल हो सकता है, यू कैन बी फेमस. सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ वेज. सो एट द एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अगेन इज लाइक मार्केटिंग ओनली.
Marketing. Once you have a good product, then you can go to the market.
Right.
Marketing. Right. So what is important in choosing your record label? I mean, does it matter ki what kind of sounds I'm producing? Suppose you are producing a Brazilian house track.
Right.
Do you go with the same record label that you're associated with? Or do you choose a different record label which is known for Brazilian house?
Right. So the thing is, सबका जॉनर अलग अलग होता है. किसी का हाउस पसंद है, किसी का बॉलीवुड पसंद है. सो फॉर दैट थिंग यू हैव टू चूज योर ओन रिकॉर्ड लेबल कि उस रिकॉर्ड लाइक आपके जॉनर में कौन सा रिकॉर्ड लेबल सबसे ज्यादा फेमस है. बिकॉज अगर आपका इफ यू क्रिएट अ हाउस म्यूजिक, वो टॉप नॉच है, इट साउंड्स लाइक परफेक्ट, बट इवन इफ यू सेंड दैट ट्रैक टू अ टेक्नो रिकॉर्ड लेबल, दे वोंट बी रिलीजिंग बिकॉज वो उनका जॉनर ही नहीं है. So you don't have to be demotivated. You have to find the right record label for yourself. You can Google ki if my genre is techno, so I'll type techno record labels around the world. So you can email them. Many of the record labels have portals also. So you can send the songs to portals also, mail. So this is one thing, and also you can do is like if you have great international like or national only big DJ friends, you can ask them to play your music in festivals. So this is also a thing, like your songs can go viral if you don't want to release under a record label. So आप कर सकते हो कि अगर आपका कोई अच्छा फ्रेंड है, डीजे आर्टिस्ट है, प्रोड्यूसर है, तो वो अपने सोशल मीडिया में प्रमोट कर सकता है, या अगर उसको गाना पसंद आया तो वो अपनी लाइव सेट में भी बजा सकता है. So it's like a promotion thing. So yeah.
Right. Basically, you give your friend your track.
Right.
Bro, can you please play my track in your sets, in your live sets, and if you like it,
Exactly.
then maybe do a shout out or a reel,
Yeah.
capture that footage and send it to me. Something it's like a collaboration, brotherhood. So that is great. So record labels are important.
Yeah, definitely it's important.
So for a new artist, what is the first thing they should think about? How do we choose our own genre? Because within this audience, we have some confusion also. That some people like Bollywood, some people like this. So what has been your journey like, creating all these songs?
So for the genre thing, at the beginning, आपको पता नहीं रहता है कि कौन सा genre आपके लिए सही होगा. So for that, you can experiment. You can mix with all the genres. Even I started with like in my Spotify, all kinds of tracks are there of mine. You have slap house music, you have house music, techno. But like शुरू में you have to create all kinds of music. Then आपको पता चलेगा कि कौन सा genre आपके लिए perfect है. And even with DJing also, आप पहले सब tracks mix करो. Like you can mix commercial songs, Bollywood, techno. But at the end you have to select a niche. And you have to like select, फिर उसको ही आपको follow करना पड़ेगा. But वो ये होगा experience से. जैसे ही आपका एक्सपीरियंस हो जाएगा, आप 1-2 साल एक जॉनर को बजा रहे हो, देन आपको पता चल जाएगा, या दिस इज माय टॉपिक एंड आई विल फॉलो दिस ओनली. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू एक्सपेरिमेंट विद ऑल द थिंग्स. उससे ही आपको पता चलेगा कि आपका क्या क्या जो पोटेंशियल है, उससे आपको तभी पता चलेगा जब आप अपना सब कुछ के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं. So it's great to experiment with all
what is working and what is not working.
Exactly.
Experimentation only.
Right.
So my question was कि basically when we experiment, should we release it or should we hold it to ourselves?
So if you are very confident कि हाँ, अगर मेरा जो genre है, and audience को भी वो genre अगर पसंद आएगा, if it's ready to release, then definitely you can release. But like even when I started my career, first few songs were sounding not that great, obviously because I was just starting, and आप कभी perfect नहीं होगा. Even the top notch international DJs, first कुछ songs आपके अच्छे नहीं होंगे.
Yeah, even Martin Garrix's old song, you listen to that quality.
Exactly. And even आपके पहले कुछ sets अच्छे नहीं होंगे, but वो तभी अच्छे होंगे धीरे धीरे when you start experimenting. And if at the end if you are very confident कि हाँ this music is great, then you can try releasing the same and ask your friends or audience to share the music, and then you'll get to know धीरे धीरे कि whether the audience are liking the music. So that's the thing.
So these record labels which you pursue, what do they look after? Like new artists that they're signing.
Okay.
What are the criteria they're looking after?
For the record label thing, the first criteria is definitely good music. And music production के साथ साथ आपका song mix and mastered भी होना चाहिए. तो basically mix का मतलब हो गया कि सब elements जो है song में वो properly mix किया हुआ है, किसी का volume ज़्यादा, किसी का volume कम नहीं है. And mastered मतलब ready to release version. उसका वॉल्यूम सब सही हो, तो मिक्स एंड मास्टर्ड वो लोग देखते हैं, बिकॉज इवन इफ द म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन इज गुड, द सॉन्ग इज गुड, उनके पास इतना टाइम नहीं है कि वो लोग आपको मेल करके बोले कि सॉन्ग मिक्स एंड मास्टर्ड करके आप दो, देन वी विल रिलीज द सॉन्ग.
So sorry to disturb you, there are millions of songs being sent to these record labels or agencies. So how do we stand out? I mean, it's very hard to stand out.
Definitely.
So as you were saying, the music should be good. That's
so the music has to be good, and if you are mailing the song, so mailing song करने वक्त आपको कुछ अपना पूरा लंबा स्टोरी, लाइफ स्टोरी नहीं बताना है. सॉन्ग का जिस्ट देना है. आप ये बता सकते हो कि आई रियली थिंक दैट द थीम ऑफ द ट्रैक रियली सूट्स योर रिकॉर्ड लेबल, कि मेरा जो गाना है वो आपके रिकॉर्ड लेबल सूट करता है, एंड इफ आई थिंक कि अगर ये गाना रिलीज हो तो इट विल बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर बोथ ऑफ अस. सो दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू कैन अटैच योर सोशल मीडिया लिंक्स, एंड अगर आपका अच्छा प्रोफाइल है ऑलरेडी सोशल मीडिया का, तो रिकॉर्ड लेबल डेफिनेटली चाहेगा कि हाँ, इफ द सॉन्ग इज ऑल्सो ग्रेट एंड द आर्टिस्ट इज ऑल्सो एस्टैब्लिश्ड, दे रिलीज द सॉन्ग. बट अगर सोशल मीडिया उतना स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है, यू आर जस्ट स्टार्टिंग, तो तब भी कोई टेंशन का बात नहीं है. इफ द म्यूजिक इज गुड, इफ द क्राफ्ट इज गुड, दे डेफिनेटली रिलीज द सॉन्ग, and from that you can create a fan base also.
Like people do that also. Some people are famous for, I mean, people don't even have a social media, right? But their songs, their tracks are very well, circulated.
Exactly. So if you're a good only producer, not a DJ, तो उन लोग का होता है कि like जो audience है उनको वो गाना पसंद आ रहा है, तो वो लोग बार बार सुनेंगे वो गाना. वो लोग फिर आर्टिस्ट का नाम खुद पता करेंगे, दे विल फॉलो द आर्टिस्ट, दे विल सी कि इसका और पहले का रिलीज क्या है, तो वैसे वैसे आपका फैन बेस जो है वो बड़ा होते जाएगा, इवन इफ यू आर प्रोड्यूसर. और अगर आप डीजे है, देन यू कैन अपलोड योर सेट्स ऑन यूट्यूब अकेडमी में, या आप रील्स डाल सकते हैं. देन यू कैन स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग लाइव मैशअप, एक गाने का इंस्ट्रूमेंटल बजा के दूसरे गाने का वोकल्स रहेगा. सो यू कैन डू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स इवन इफ यू आर अ डीजे. But I really think that with DJing, music production is really very important. So after you guys complete your DJing course, if you guys are like really serious about this thing, then you should definitely go for music production.
So music production, which do you enjoy most? And do you enjoy performing your music, or do you enjoy making it in the studio?
So I like playing my own music. Right, so that's the thing. So for playing my own music, I really spend months and months for creating that song. And then when I play the music live, and if I see the crowd is really having fun, so I think that's the greatest moment you can ever feel, because it will make you very motivated and you will feel very happy that people are dancing on your song. So I think that's a great feeling. And it's आप लोग DJing course कर लो, then धीरे धीरे हो जाएगा, like one step at a time. If you start doing everything together, then it'll be a mess. So everything takes time. As I told you, it took me 5 years to perform there. I have also performed in Sunburn. So if I have given myself a target of 1 year or 2 years, so I think वो नहीं हो पाता, because good things take time. And never compare yourself with other artists, because लोग हमेशा उनसे compare करते हैं जो आपसे ऊपर है, तो वो फायदा नहीं है. आप डीमोटिवेट हो जाएंगे. आप बस ट्राई करो कि आप
better yourself, improve yourself every day, one day at a time.
Right. कि आपका yesterday से आप better हो आज. So that's it.
Right. So even in school, like we take 12 to 14 years to study.
Right.
Then we do college.
Yeah.
And then after that we get a job or get into business.
Exactly. And
it takes us so much time.
Even the school study, like at the end they say कि ये like normal है. 12 years wala.
Yes.
Like this is the minimum you have to.
The minimum you need to.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Even in music, it's like a whole sea ocean. उसमें बहुत कुछ है. तो ये आपका जो skills है वो develop होते जाएगा और time लगेगा definitely.
So people come in as a they think okay I'll do a small course and that will be it.
Yeah.
Course khatam and I'll be a star DJ. But obviously I explained it to you.
Yeah.
अगर schooling में we need around 15 years, 16 years
right.
establish. At least 5 years you should think. 3
so
years you should
the main motive of academy is कि वो आपको पूरा skills दे देंगे उनके पास जो है जो faculties के पास है हमारे. But at the end आप वो skills कैसे perform करते हैं and उसको boost करते हैं, that's very important I think. So पहले जो new लोग होते हैं वो लोग का question हमेशा यही रहता है कि course के बाद आप क्या provide करेंगे. But that really depends on कि आपका skills क्या है. क्योंकि like एक बैच में बहुत सारे लोग हैं तो कोई का होगा कि उतना ग्रोथ नहीं हो पा रहा है जितना कोई जो बेस्ट स्टूडेंट है उसका हो. तो इट रियली डिपेंड्स कि आप वो स्किल्स को प्रैक्टिस कैसे कर रहे हो घर में, आप कैसे सीख रहे हो एंड उसका बेस्ट कैसे निकाल पा रहे हो उस कोर्स से. तो दैट्स आई थिंक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड ये तो मैंने बोला है कि इट विल डेफिनेटली टेक टाइम तो लगेगा बिकॉज ओवरनाइट सब कुछ पॉसिबल नहीं है.
ऐसा लगता है लोगों की ओवरनाइट सक्सेस होता है बट बिफोर दैट ओवरनाइट देयर इज अ
ओवरनाइट सक्सेस आई थिंक उसको वायरल होना बोलते हैं. वो ट्रेंड होता है आफ्टर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दैट ट्रेंड आल्सो गेट्स ओवर.
Right.
But the slow success, that's a real thing because it will keep ascending, not descending. So that's the thing.
So great. So far, so many music has been released.
Right.
So what is some of the few tracks that you personally love, your own tracks? Can you tell us and we can maybe hear it?
I think one of my favorite tracks which I have recently made, it has not been released. So I can definitely play that for you after this round gets over. So I hope you guys like it. It's a techno song. I don't know if you like techno.
Wow.
But yes, I'll play the song definitely. Yeah.
So what has been the music production journey like? Whenever you start a track, how do you start a track? Do you first compose the melody, or do you go with the vocals, or do you write, or do you collaborate?
Okay. So
what is the process?
The thing is कि it's a very personal question. Like many of the artists start with drums, many of the people start with melody. So it's all about getting inspiration. आपको किससे इंस्पिरेशन मिल रहा है. लाइक बहुत टाइम ही होता है. इफ अ मेलोडी इज स्टक इन योर माइंड यू कैन स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग द ट्रैक अराउंड दैट मेलोडी. एंड इफ यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ गुड ड्रम बीट, अगर आपके पास कुछ 8 बार का ड्रम बीट है तो आप उसके अराउंड पूरा ट्रैक बना सकते हैं. तो इट टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन कि आपके दिमाग में क्या आइडिया है एंड आप उसको प्रोसीड कैसे कर रहे हैं. देन डीजेइंग कोर्स कर रहे हैं, यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट टू नो या शायद पता भी हो सॉन्ग स्ट्रक्चर. तो जैसे ही सॉन्ग स्ट्रक्चर पता होगा देन आपका वो प्रोडक्शन में हेल्प करेगा कि आपको पता रहेगा कि इंट्रो के बाद ब्रेक आएगा, देन वर्स, देन कोरस और ड्रॉप. सो लाइक एवरीथिंग इज इंटरकनेक्टेड. आप डीजेइंग कोर्स करेंगे तो प्रोडक्शन में हेल्प होगा, प्रोडक्शन करेंगे तो डीजेइंग में बहुत हेल्प होगा.
Basically, DJing make you get an idea like the song structure, the key, what is what, basic idea. But the music production is much more.
Yeah, music production is like I think much deeper. वो बहुत like it's a sea. अगर आप उसमें चल जाओगे तो ऐसा नहीं जैसे even I did my course 4 years back. So it's not like कि वो 6 months का course में I was a master because even वो course के बाद मैंने बहुत कुछ सीखा है. बट इसका मेन मतलब नहीं है कि अकेडमी वाले लोग ने नहीं सिखाया. उनका था कि उन्होंने सिलेबस कंप्लीट कर दिया. बट एज यू गाइस नो कि ट्रेंड आते जाते रहते हैं. तो यू हैव टू कीप फॉलोइंग द ट्रेंड. यू हैव टू कीप लाइक देखना पड़ेगा आपको कि अभी क्या चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा है. तो दैट्स द थिंग आपको. एंड आई थिंक अगर ट्रेंड अगर आपको देखना है तो बहुत सारा यूट्यूब में भी होता है. आपका जैसे कोर्स अगर हो गया, अगर आपका कुछ डाउट है देन YouTube आई थिंक इज अ ग्रेट ट्यूटर एज वेल. वरना जैसे राहुल भैया एंड डीजे रिएक्शन वो तो है एंड दे आर बोथ टॉप नॉच talented people.
Academy builds a base.
Exactly.
And then we try to handhold you throughout the journey. But then eventually one day you have to figure it out
yourself.
and all those lessons that have been learned,
Yeah.
वो तभी जाके याद आते हैं when you practice yourself.
Right.
Like you might be in the DJing part, you might be knowing, okay, chal I'll mix in key or something like that. But when you play it out, then you know कि अच्छा I don't need to play in key all the time.
Right. Exactly.
Right, things like that.
So बात वही आ जाता है कि you have to experiment.
You have to experiment and try.
And like academy से help मिलता है कि आपका time बहुत save हो जाता है.
हाँ, that is a part.
क्योंकि faculties को already पता है कि उनको क्या आपको पढ़ाना है. तो आपको जो already rules है, features वगैरह है, तो वो आपको experiment करने का जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा क्योंकि वो आपको faculties बता देंगे. But what suits the best for you वो आपको पता चल जाएगा जैसे ही आप कोर्स कर लेते हो. Then you start mixing different types of genres. तो वो फिर आपके लिए बहुत help करेगा.
You also play with give 20% freedom completely.
Yeah.
You experiment. Why not try? I mean, it shouldn't work. A house music or a dubstep.
Right.
It shouldn't technically work, but at least you give it a try.
You can definitely try.
Yeah.
Audience के सामने भी नहीं तो आप back home में या software में ही
Yeah.
आप देख सकते हैं कि वो सुनने में कैसा लग रहा है. Then you can export the playlist and play live. So it all depends on experimenting things.
So producing a track, let's get back to that.
Yeah.
Producing a track, how much time does it take for you to complete a track? Usually.
So I think I'm not a much fast producer. It really takes me 2 to 3 months because I have to handle other things also like
Right.
doing shows and
Yes.
other stuff. So it takes me around 2 to 3 months to make the whole song. Like I create the whole idea within I think 20 days, 25 days, but then doing the arrangement thing that takes me again 1 month, and for the mixing and mastering thing I again take around 1 month because I don't think you have to make songs in a hurry because once you complete the song, once you release the song, वो final वो हमेशा forever रहेगा आपका हर जगह YouTube में. तो हरी में करके कोई फायदा नहीं है because it's a one time thing. It will always stay in social media and even if you make any mistake, people can like उनको पता चल जाएगा if you have created a mistake. So it's better to spend a lot of time in making music.
Right. So
really
the
important.
finished product जो है once it's released is out there.
Yeah.
Is out there. You cannot
Until
change.
and unless you are satisfied कि ये मिस्टेक शायद कोई नोटिस ना करे क्योंकि आप जैसे आपको पता है कि आप वहाँ पर मिस्टेक है तो जो ऑलरेडी एक्सपीरियंस है उनको भी पता रहेगा कि वहाँ पर है तो आप ऐसा लाइक पोजीशन में दो ही ना किसी को कि वो फिगर आउट कर सके यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ मिस्टेक. So until and unless you are satisfied with the product, don't release it. Take your time and release the song. Yeah.
So also ear training. I mean, in the beginning, were you able to listen to all the mistakes that you did yourself, or has it come with
Ear
time?
training definitely takes time. So ear training basically है कि आपको पता चल जाएगा कि अगर दो गाना की में नहीं है या सुनने में ऑफ लग रहा है तो वो धीरे धीरे आजकल विजुअल तरीका भी है पता करने का कि इफ द टू थिंग्स आर इन स्केल और नॉट. वरना ईयर ट्रेनिंग का बहुत सारे गेम्स भी होते हैं फ्री इन लाइक गूगल सो यू कैन यूज देम. तो उससे क्या होता है कि स्केल्स का पता चलता है, कीज का पता चलता है. सो इट्स अ वेरी हेल्पफुल थिंग इवन इन डीजेइंग बिकॉज समटाइम्स यू मिक्स टू सॉन्ग्स even if the beat matching is correct and you're mixing the song it won't sound that great because वो शायद की में ना हो and अगर वो की में होगा तो वो शायद बहुत अच्छा साउंड करेगा. So that's the thing. यहाँ पर की ear training बहुत important है because it's really important to mix all the songs in keys and until and unless वो की में नहीं है और ठीक साउंड कर रहा है so that's a personal thing आप कर सकते हैं.
So it basically happens over time when you listen to
हाँ
stuff.
this definitely take years.
Years to like. So I mean, how has been the sunburn journey like? So because we would all love to know. So you have done so many sunburn shows.
Yeah.
You started off in Kolkata. You have done or outside?
So I did like my few of the shows in Bombay.
Right.
Like my first 1-2 shows. Then most of the career growth which has occurred in Calcutta only because I have done my like majority of the shows here. And now that I've created a good fan following, so I am doing tours and all also in other cities like Delhi, Bombay. So in July only I had my last tour. So I had a 4-city tour. So my shows was in Delhi, Hyderabad, Bombay and Calcutta. And Sunburn का बात रहा तो Sunburn basically you must be knowing कि वो जो मैंने Sunburn select में play किया था. So I played there when I was 18. So my set was EDM because Sunburn at the end it's all about EDM. उसमें उतना Bollywood चलता नहीं है. You can mix 1-2 songs अगर आपका वो EDM mashup है, ये EDM remix है, then you can play one song. But at the end Sunburn is like it's definitely a very big stage and वहाँ तक पहुँचना it's tough. So for that also, for like performing in big festivals or stages, the event curators, the promoters will definitely see your fan following. तो अगर fan following, because at the end all they want is कि आपके through अगर मैं आपको ले रहा हूँ event में तो आप crowd लाओ. So that's the thing. So creating a fan base is really tough. It takes time, but it will happen if your craft is really good.
Yeah,
So,
it will definitely. It has to happen
definitely.
eventually. Slowly
Yeah,
growing.
eventually.
So it will
Eventually,
grow.
yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
it will grow.
Then if you do one good show, then from that one good show you can get other shows also. So it's like you don't have to stop. You really have to keep going, and I think that's the ultimate goal of everything. Yeah.
So have you faced any struggles throughout this journey, and how has been this ups and downs there must be in life?
Yeah. So at the beginning, I used to handle everything on myself, like even the social media part. तो सब कुछ हैंडल करना टफ हो जाता था क्योंकि आपको सोशल मीडिया भी हैंडल करना पड़ेगा, आपको डीजेइंग सेट भी बनाना पड़ेगा, आपको म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन भी करना है, आपको प्रमोशन भी खुद का करना होगा बिकॉज एट द अर्ली स्टेज आप अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हो एक पूरा टीम हायर करने का. सो टफ ये हो जाता है कि यू हैव टू हैंडल एवरीथिंग. बट धीरे धीरे जैसे आपका ग्रोथ होगा यू कैन हायर अ टीम. जैसे अभी मेरा पूरा टीम है, वीडियोग्राफर है, मार्केटिंग टीम है. सो वही है कि धीरे धीरे इफ यू कैन लाइक स्टार्ट ग्रोइंग देन ऑब्वियसली यू बी एबल टू अफोर्ड द ऑल द एक्सपेंस व्हिच इज फॉर गुड ओनली. बिकॉज इफ यू डू अ शो and you just play and comes, then it's of no point until and unless you make content out of it. So you have to make a lot of content, videos and everything. Then you have to upload on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Then you have to post the post. So
This takes a lot of time for which you need to delegate.
Yeah, it's definitely very time consuming, but at the beginning आपको ही सब कुछ करना होगा. So बात घूम के वहीं आ जाता है कि म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट म्यूजिक, इट्स अबाउट एवरीथिंग. इट्स अबाउट एडिटिंग. सो एट द शुरू में आपको सब करना पड़ेगा, एडिटिंग करना पड़ेगा, वीडियो लेना पड़ेगा. So you have to be one man army at the beginning.
You learn also you all that stuff.
Yeah. And knowledge कभी वेस्ट तो जाएगा नहीं, वो हमेशा आपके साथ रहेगा. So I think that's great. आपको अपनी इंडस्ट्री का सब कुछ का नॉलेज होना चाहिए. इंडस्ट्री लाइक videography का and how to market yourself. You can also do online courses होते हैं, free भी होते हैं, बहुत cheap भी होते हैं, digital marketing का या social media marketing. तो उससे क्या होगा, आपका social media काफी अच्छा growth होता है.
Right. Yeah. So absolutely. So how did you come up with the name Tatrix? And I love the logo.
Okay.
So it's very simple and minimal. At the same time, it's very catchy also.
Right.
Did you really think about it or did it just happen like that?
So basically, it's interesting actually. So basically, my full name is Tabish Akhtar. So the first two letters is TA obviously. So I've taken that first two letters from there.
Okay.
And my main inspiration was Martin Garrix. आप लोग का भी होगा शायद. तो मैंने वो लास्ट का RIX वहाँ से लिया है.
Okay.
तो आपका ये हो गया टे एंड रिक्स हो गया. तो बीच का जो टी है वो फिर फिल करने के लिए मैंने अपना ऐड किया.
So it's a combination, but I love it.
So it's a combination of my mentor and my name also. And the logo, one of I gave it's my friend of mine.
Okay.
So he's a like good logo maker. Like he makes.
Did you pay him or was it a free thing?
No, I paid him.
Basically, because it's really nice.
Yeah. So basically my logo शायद इधर दिख नहीं रहा है. वहाँ पर दिख रहा है.
It's there.
Video के corner में.
Corner, yeah, that's the logo.
So basically it's 2 T.
Yeah.
एक बड़ा एक छोटा because Tatrix में 2 T है and नीचे में एक X है.
Inverted pyramid.
Right. And नीचे में X है. So it's I think very interesting.
So
TTX is there.
I mean, from that logo to a merchandise,
Right.
how did that happen? Did you plan it out from before, or did like your friends call up and say, "Ki, I want a T-shirt with your brand"?
Okay.
How did it happen?
So when I was in school, obviously all my friends wanted
Okay.
my merchandise.
Nice.
So I started selling them to my friends and all at the beginning when I was in school and college. So yeah. So वहीं वो शुरू हुआ and I have a my father has a business of garments only.
Right.
So he helped me for my merchandise company.
Nice.
So वहाँ से अभी मेरा merchandise है. So you can order online.
So I was just going to say, what is the website so that we can all check it out?
It's like if you Google Tatrix, my whole website is there. So you can see all my details, my social media links, and merch ka bhi information. Everything is there. And if you guys please follow me on Instagram because I keep uploading some important tips also about mixing, mastering, production parts. So it will be very helpful for you also.
Just type Tatrix on Google, it will all come up.
Yeah.
Website and YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
So this is all part of the marketing. You have your own
Right.
website.
Right.
Very important to have, right?
Definitely.
Not only social media but a proper website where everything is there for.
धीरे धीरे जब आपके पास बहुत सारा कंटेंट हो जाएगा तो आप अपनी एक वेबसाइट बना सकते हैं कि एक ही लिंक में आपका सब इन्फॉर्मेशन रहे. आप क्योंकि वेबसाइट में आप फोटोज भी डाल सकते हैं, वीडियोस भी डाल सकते हैं, अपना गाना डाल सकते हैं, मैशअप डाल सकते हैं. तो इट्स लाइक वन लाइक एवरीथिंग
One stop shop.
या एग्जैक्टली. तो एक ही डिटेल में आपका सब कुछ रहेगा. आप उसमें ही अपना सब इन्फॉर्मेशन डाल दो. इफ अगर आपको बाद में शोज वगैरह करना है तो you can send the same link, only one link to the event promoter or event curator. Then he'll see and like it has to, and you have to keep updating like every month or every 2 months. जैसे ही आपका new content आपको मिल रहा है, you keep updating that because it's like a वो investment है. हाँ, it's like a very important investment. जब तक आप अपना social media, आप अपना profile, अपना press kit update करते नहीं रहेंगे तो like जो बाकी लोग को पता नहीं चलेगा कि आप किससे अभी है, अभी आपका करंट सिनेरियो क्या है. तो आई थिंक अपडेटिंग सोशल मीडिया इज रियली इम्पोर्टेंट. आपको वहाँ पर एक्टिव रहना पड़ेगा.
Right. So do you also upload your sets on social, I mean like SoundCloud or this kind of platforms, or is it just singles?
At the moment I used to upload
Okay.
when I did not have much singles of mine.
Got it.
But then when I already have a lot of singles right now and I have a lot of songs also releasing this year only, techno, I am also collaborating with a very famous Mumbai singer. So it's like a vocals Hindi hai and production part I have done. So it's like a techno, EDM and Hindi Bollywood comics. And we are also creating a whole music video thing. We are releasing in December and we'll be releasing the teaser very soon. So I hope तुम लोगों को सब पसंद आएगा. आप लोग सुनोगे.
We're very excited.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get to hear it also before the video comes out.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
So tell me, what has been the most fun part while DJing or producing music? Have you met some really cool people? Or while performing in a show, has some crazy stuff happened to you? What has been a single moment which you really cherish?
पहले एक fun part बताता हूँ. So basically the thing is I don't drink. And if you go to a club and being a DJ you say that you don't drink, that's they'll laugh on you. So I think that's very interesting. So I tell them ki no, I've drunk enough for the day. I won't be drinking. Because if you tell them that I don't drink, they'll force you. So I think, yeah, that's a very common thing that happens with me. Every club show or every festival show.
What, they tell you to drink?
Yeah. So I'm like, no, I've drunk enough, so I'm not drinking today much.
But so the product you're endorsing today.
So it's Red Bull actually.
Red Bull. So this is the perfect, I think, compliment to us.
Yeah.
Instead of drinking, let's have Red Bull.
Yeah. So most of the shows I drink Red Bull only. So basically, they send me can for the promotion and part, and I sponsor them. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the. And what about any highlights when you performed in Utopia in 3? So I mean, how was the feel like to see your old friends or your teachers and all?
Yeah. So basically, if you perform in big festivals and campus shows, I think it's the best feeling because you will see thousands and hundreds of people in front of you, and they have all gathered just for you, just to hear your music. And school and college festivals का क्या scene है ना कि people are really enjoying your music. They are not busy in drinking and all. So as a DJ को for the main thing for a DJ is like they love seeing people dancing in your music rather than doing some weird stuff or something. So the best feeling about doing a campus event or big festival is like people are really into music. They have gathered to listen to your music and they really enjoy your stuff.
Like in a clubs, people are there to drink or socialize.
Right.
But in a festival, people are there to dance. People are there to go crazy, jump to music.
Yeah.
That is the most fun part.
Exactly.
Nice.
that's the thing. And I think doing big campus and festival shows, उससे आपको सबसे ज़्यादा fan following होता है, because the students are like really engaging. They will follow you. Your fan base will increase like in a big scale.
So have you seen that happen after you showed in your Instagram? You know?
Yeah, definitely. I got a lot of lovely messages also after doing campus shows. So I think that's a great feeling because people are loving my music. They are commenting and they are very active. I think the campus show which I did last year also, all the fans from there, they are still engaging in my post, and I think that's a great active followers.
So you must be having a lot of female followers, I believe.
Even you will also have female followers as a DJ.
So when they bug you at night, I mean, do you reply to everybody or is it tough to handle?
No, actually I avoid doing these stuff.
Achha, nothing. You want to keep it. So this is like candid version. So that is something to also look out for. So what about your parents? I mean, parents agree to all this, adventure.
So basically, my father was very supportive.
Right.
Yeah. So on the first day I met Rahul Bhaiya, I came with my father only.
Yeah, that time you were a kid.
I was in school. Yeah, I was 13 years old. So basically, जैसे मैंने बोला कि I had a competition. So for that competition thing, I wanted to learn DJing. For that thing, I went to Rahul Bhaiya, and my dad has always been supporting. And even if your parents are not that supporting, but if they start seeing results and if they see कि हाँ, he's really doing great and you'll have a ascending piece of success, then they'll be like, yeah, you do it. तो वैसा होगा अगर results आप दिखाएंगे and if you are really motivated in that thing, then I think parents convince हो जाएंगे. That's very easy. So उसका tension लेने का जरूरत नहीं है. At the end बात उसमें आ जाता है कि you have to make your craft very good.
Become so good that success you become.
Exactly.
And your parents will eventually.
Yeah, because if parents will see that you are doing great, they'll definitely support you. अगर आप शुरू में उनको ऐसा लगेगा कि ऐसे ही बोल रहा है या जो भी, but हाँ, exactly. But अगर आप देखेंगे, if you show them that your craft is really good, people are really liking your music, people are really liking कि आपका set बहुत अच्छा है, you show them your success. I'm getting these kinds of texts, I'm getting an offer, or my faculty said that I'm doing really great. So it's a great thing. You talk to them. I think communication is a key to success.
Be open
also.
and talk to
interaction.
That is very important.
Yeah.
So did you start doing any clubs? Because lots of DJs, start their career from clubs.
Even I started because शुरू में
that?
आप बड़े स्टेज में परफॉर्म करना है, it's impossible. वो होगा ही नहीं. तो आपको हमेशा small steps ही लेना होगा. You can start from cafe, club, then you can be resident DJs. So I think अभी तो कैलकाटा में बहुत सारे बड़े clubs भी है. So like even performing there is a great thing. And if you regularly perform in clubs and all, then you can also create a fan base from there also. If people are really liking your music, they'll come to you. They'll ask कि आपका social media क्या है, and they will follow you. So yeah.
But it's a kind of a trap also, you can say, because if you want to do festivals, then that is a stepping stone for you.
Definitely. So if you like अगर आप clubs में या किसी में भी आप रह जाते हैं,
right,
तो you will stuck there. So आपको अपने आप को remind करना है after every 3-4 months that what's your ultimate goal. If your ultimate goal is to perform in festivals and all, then you have to like DJing के साथ साथ आपका production भी आप धीरे-धीरे start करो, and you try to contact the event curators who are creating festivals. And if they really see कि आपका fan base है, तो शुरू में fan base तो होगा नहीं obviously. So you can take the help of doing club shows and cafe shows. And fan base जब already एक बन गया है, then obviously आपको बड़े festivals में भी you can perform. क्योंकि शुरू में तो it's impossible कि fan base भी हो and you are getting to perform in such a big stage. So that's really not possible. You have to start taking small steps.
So there is a lot of Bollywood DJs over here.
Okay.
So there is a controversy with female DJs and this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Within the Indian space, is that true, or is it just the music and good quality and marketing?
I think it doesn't really depend on the gender.
Right.
So the thing is, if you're really talented and if you can bring the crowd, So बात वहीं आ जाता है. If you can
Right.
bring the crowd, if you have a good fan base,
Right.
so even if you're female or male, that doesn't matter.
Exactly.
अगर आपका fan base है, if you have a good fan base, your people will come and the event curators, the club partners, the club owners will definitely hire you. So and obviously fan base के साथ साथ आपका music भी अच्छा होना चाहिए. वो तो important है.
The whole package.
हाँ, it's a whole package. As I told you कि आपको one man army बनना होगा शुरू में. आपको सब करना पड़ेगा.
Nice. So can you tell us a funny story from your journey? I mean, you've been traveling, you know, काफी सारे flights and late nights, and how does the touring feel like, you know?
Oh, okay. So I think it's very tiring, obviously, because
Okay.
you have to like perform in different cities every day.
Yeah, and the schedule gets, you know, kind of untimely.
Exactly. And so one of the funny moments has been like the security did not know that I'm the DJ,
Okay.
and he wanted to see my ID card, and he saw I'm under 21.
Okay.
So he was telling me नहीं आप नहीं जा सकते हो अंदर, बच्चे लोग allowed नहीं है.
You didn't have a artist card?
No, back then, because I just started back then, no.
Okay, in the beginning.
Yeah.
Understood.
Then the event curators came and the club owners came and they told, हटो ये तो artist है हमारा, ये अंदर जाएगा.
तो बाद में उनको कुछ बोला नहीं
हाँ,
जब
तो he was like sorry sir. तो वो काफी funny incident था. और वो drinking वाला part तो मैंने बोला ही आप लोग को, जो लोग बोलते हैं आप drink क्यों नहीं करते.
Right.
तो वो सब होते रहता है, but आप अपने काम पे फोकस करो, ये सब तो होता रहेगा.
Right. So which city, I mean, is your favorite city to play? Like Bangalore, Pune, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata?
I think Delhi and Bangalore. Bangalore really has young crowd.
Yeah.
Like all the students crowd. तो वहाँ पर events वगैरह बहुत होता है. And like people really come to enjoy music. They have fun. And same goes for Delhi also. Like सब city का drawback भी है. जैसे and अच्छाई भी है. So that's the thing.
But the scene, the crowd is in, I mean, the whole scene in Bangalore is really good.
It's
really high.
good. And even in Bombay.
And there's a lot of activities going on which makes new artists, upcoming artists, there's a lot of opportunities also.
Yeah. Even in Bangalore, like I have a lot of friends, they are very young.
Yeah.
And even the event curators, like who are creating the event, they are also young.
Yeah.
So they are all supporting their friends.
Each other.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
The scene is happening, it's a hype.
धीरे में you have to do कुछ events for free also, just to get the experience. Because in real यहाँ पर बजाना स्टूडियो में and club cafe में बजाना is I think really different. आपको वहाँ पर according to crowd बजाना पड़ता है, which is I think really tough. तो ये सब का I think सबसे अच्छा आप लोग को बता पाएंगे सर and हमारे दूसरे सर, उन लोग को काफी एक्सपीरियंस है. बिकॉज आपको even if you sometimes what happens in clubs is even if you're like playing very good music, the crowd are not enjoying. So you have to play according to your crowd also. And अगर आपको ऐसा है कि आपको एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है, so it's like you can create a ratio like 75-25. 75% you are playing the music which the crowd wants to hear, and then after playing 3 to 4 songs you can add your one song. Because उससे क्या होगा कि वो वाइब भी मेंटेन रहेगा and लोग को अगर आपका वो म्यूजिक रियली पसंद आएगा, they'll enjoy the music.
They will enjoy and you also have fun and they also have fun.
So it's both win-win.
Superb. So that has been really cool responses coming from you, and you know, a lot to learn also. So I think with that my question are over.
Yeah.
Because you know, we have to continue with the format as well. So guys, with that said, I think we should open up the question and answer now. So guys, you know, कोई भी सवाल है, आप हिंदी में comfortable हो, you can ask in Hindi or English. You know, any question regarding DJing or festivals में कैसे play करना है, किस type का music चलता है, software questions, production, music production अगर आपको करना है, please throw the question at us. Why don't you, Shan, ask the first question up?
हेलो मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ, मैं EDM और टेक्नो पसंद करता हूँ, ठीक है? बट टेक्नो तो कोलकाता में नहीं चलता, बस EDM
थोड़ा चलता है, नहीं चलता है, आप एक्सप्लोर करो.
हाँ चलता है. तो मेरा पेरेंट्स बोल रहे थे टेक्नो में कोई काज नहीं होता.
ओके. So basically the thing is कि सबका क्राउड अलग है. बॉलीवुड का क्लब अलग है, बॉलीवुड का क्राउड अलग है. जिनको टेक्नो सुनना है वो टेक्नो ही सुनेंगे और जिनको बॉलीवुड सुनना है वो बॉलीवुड क्लब में ही जाएंगे. तो ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है कि उनका क्राउड नहीं है टेक्नो का. टेक्नो इज डेफिनेटली राइजिंग इन ऑल द सिटीज इन इंडिया and in Calcutta also. You'll see every week shows are happening. Yeah, big international headliners are coming. So I think अभी एक दो साल में जितना टेक्नो का क्रेज हुआ है वो पहले उतना था नहीं. So that's definitely not the scene. You can show your parents, अपने घर वाले को आप दिखा सकते हो.
प्रोडक्शन मस्ट है भाई.
प्रोडक्शन इज डेफिनेटली इम्पोर्टेंट, बट वही मैं बोलूंगा कि आप एक साथ सब चीजें फोकस ना करो. पहले आप इसमें मास्टर हो जाओ फैकल्टी से सीखकर, then you can start with production धीरे-धीरे.
Production is very important because otherwise people won't know you.
Yeah.
You're coming.
So basically one more drawback, not drawback, but one advantage of production is कि अगर आप बहुत अच्छा डीजेइंग कर रहे हो तो वो जो है आपका डीजेइंग सेट वो क्लब के विद इन ही रहता है. बट म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन का क्या है, दैट कैन गो वर्ल्ड वाइड, क्योंकि वो ऑडियंस जो है आपका वो दुनिया का कोई भी कोना से सुन सकता है. बट जो आप क्लब में बजा रहे हो वो क्लब तक ही रह जाता है. तो इवन इफ यू आर प्लेइंग एकदम टॉप नॉच सेट, ऑब्वियसली द पीपल विल प्रेज यू, बट वो है कि क्लब के बाहर तक नहीं जा पाएगा. तो क्लब के बाहर तक जाने के लिए आप ऐसा तो नहीं है कि इंडिया के सब क्लब में जाके शो करो. दैट्स रियली इम्पॉसिबल. So one easy, it's not easy, but like easier way is to start with production, and if the song goes viral, then so you are the hero.
Yeah, if you know one hit like Animals made Martin Garrix.
Exactly.
Before that, who knew?
Yeah. So he was also 18 years old. So obviously he like उसने सब पूरे वर्ल्ड में तो बजाया नहीं जाकर ना, उसने बस एक गाना प्ले किया, and from that song he got really viral. So that's the thing. So DJing, after DJing you can start focusing on music production. So music production जो है, if you see all the topics you will be scared कि अरे ये बहुत सारा है. So you don't have to be scared. You just do one step at a time. You start with like one topic at a day. And धीरे after a small span of time, or even after a long period of time, you will see that you have started covering a lot of topics. And धीरे सब हो जाएगा.
Like over here, music production, what we do, we start with a project.
Yeah.
So by the end of their course, they're able to make a whole song.
Right.
It might not be the best song in the world, but you have something to show for कि मैंने ये गाना खुद से बनाया है.
जब तक you don't create 7 to 8 songs
minimum,
आपको आइडिया नहीं मिलेगा कि
अच्छा क्या है,
बुरा क्या है, एंड आपको फिर पता चलेगा नहीं पुराने गाने में मैंने ये किया था गलती, तो अब आई विल नॉट क्रिएट इन दिस ट्रैक. सो वो ऑब्वियसली एक्सपीरियंस से होगा, एंड वो कोर्स के विदिन तो नहीं हो पाएगा ना, क्योंकि आप तो घर में जाके ट्रैक बना रहे हो, तो दैट विल टेक टाइम. सो वही बात है.
दैट इज द वे. सो दैट इज गुड क्वेश्चन कि टेक्नो म्यूजिक में कैसे एंटर करना है. प्रोडक्शन, if you don't have a background or this supporting, then the best thing to do is produce something that will take you there. I might not even know who you are, but I like your track.
Exactly.
So I'll Google,
If I like a song and I don't know the artist, then I obviously, and not even me, I think everyone will Google the artist and see whether the rest of the songs are like that or not. Because अगर एक सॉन्ग आपको पसंद आएगा एक आर्टिस्ट का, तो पॉसिबिलिटीज है आपको उसका बाकी गाना भी पसंद आए.
Like for example, when Kura was, I mean, I didn't know anything, but the thing is that I was addicted to the YouTube page, and the artwork was really different, if you remember, right? Kura ka.
Yeah.
So I never saw his live set or his face or his Facebook, but I am a fan of Kura.
Right.
Because of the YouTube channel and the music, and I play it and I promote it and I share with my friends. So just like that, you can be an artist. You don't even need to show your face.
And if you like techno, and even if you want to produce techno songs, then if you start producing techno and जो आपका likes है वो दूसरे सिटी में भी एक बंदा है उसका भी like same है, then he'll listen to your songs and वैसे your song can blow up. क्योंकि आपका जो likes है तो बहुत लोगों के लिए वो common है. अगर बहुत लोगों के लिए common नहीं है तो बहुत लोग के लिए लाइक वो ऐसा होगा कि जैसे आपको पसंद आ रहा है वो म्यूजिक, आप वो गाना बना रहे हो, तो जो जॉनर आपको पसंद है दूसरे सिटी में भी बंदे हैं जो सेम जॉनर पसंद करते हैं, तो दे लिसन टू दैट ट्रैक। तो प्रोडक्शन का फायदा ये हो जाता है इधर कि आपको दूसरे सिटी जाने का जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ रहा है, यू आर कम्युनिकेटिंग थ्रू योर ट्रैक। सो आई थिंक वही है कि म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट। या
Absolutely. So guys, any other question? We have a great singer and a musician as well with us.
hi.
So, I mean, any questions through it as about music production or even mastering, mixing, or getting inspiration? What about you? आप नए हो and you've been he's been partying a lot before at the academy.
Okay.
So, you know, any questions about DJ life or
I was in Ethiopia also.
Which Ethiopia?
Acha.
The recent one.
Oh, where I played. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So did you like the set? Okay.
Nice. So we have somebody from that.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe he got inspired from that. And
Yeah, definitely it can happen.
Nice. So Kakashi or anybody, please ask questions. No questions from you. Up. What about you? Nothing to ask.
No sir.
थर्ड आउट तो आप पूछ लिए प्लस सर्वे की बता दिए।
Okay. So also health and gymming is very important. I mean, you work
Yeah.
out regularly.
Yeah.
It's part of your schedule. That is very important, I believe,
Yeah.
because first of all, your health is important,
Yeah.
and this career is very. There are late nights and things like that.
Yeah.
And after that, also, yes, you are the star. You are in stage, so you need to look a certain way.
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly. So I
So,
think
what about
खुद
that?
को maintain करना is really important. Craft तो चलते रहेगा, but your physical looks हो गया, ये आपका है कि ये आपका self development वाले part में आ जाता है. So that's very important कि you are like properly groomed. I think that's very important, and I think everyone can spend a half or 1 hour at the gym, or even if they can work out at home. I think that's
Very,
possible. Yeah.
So it's not just about music;
Yeah.
it's everything else,
Everything.
which we try to kind of instill in you.
Yeah.
So anybody else, guys, तुम लोग कुछ सवाल पूछना चाहते हो about DJing, about the big festivals?
Dude, what do you put on your master channel? Your song sounds very clean and
So master channel and जो आप question है वो mixing का part है. तो sound तभी clean sound करेगा जब it's mixed well. क्योंकि if the sound mastering का clean से और गंदे mix से कोई connection ही नहीं है, because mastering is connected with how your volume, how the volume of the track is. Like, is it really loud? It's quiet. So that's the part of mastering. Mastering basically means your track is ready to release.
So before you send the song to the master, what's your DB?
So I only master my track. I don't send anyone, because as I told you, I have done mixing and mastering those. So once I think the track is ready to like master, the mix sounds very clean. So if
How
I
much room do you give?
Yeah, I'm telling you that. So basically the thing is, if I see the headroom, I don't have much headroom. So what I do is I export all the stems of the track. Then I like reduce. I select all the stems and then I reduce the track to -6 dB.
Okay.
So what that gives me is a lot of headroom for the mastering part. Then you can experiment with your master channel. So that's the thing. And you can don't go on like a lot of people think mastering is all about loudness. So even if your mix is clean, you can like mess up your mastering with putting a lot of maximizer or putting a lot of volume. So that can also distort your sound. So that's really important to. The best part is for every step of music production, you should have a reference song. The reference song is very, very important, because in mastering, in mixing part, then song arrangement, and copying the song arrangement is definitely not cheating. Because most of the tracks you will see that the arrangement is more of a bit same, and techno,
That is the format of pop
because
music.
that's the format. You can obviously see the arrangement pattern and then you can customize with yourself. So like as you asked the question, mastering if I see the mixing is very clean, and I think to have a great mix, you have to see the qualities of the samples you're using. And EQing is very important, because at the end of the day, I think a song is like a portrait or a picture which you have painted. So you have to put all the colors together and blend everything. If you put a lot of color, like one color only, then it starts distorting. So that's like one thing. Yeah.
So guys, let me for those who are not into production, let me simplify.
Yeah.
Mastering, what is the final stage of making music?
Right.
मास्टरिंग में आपको जो आप मान लीजिए एक छोटा सा घर में स्पीकर है 200 रुपए का, और you have a super festival setup, JBL Vertex or something, Linus, LA Acoustics, तो वहाँ it should sound same. Like if I play tracks on a 200 rupees चांदी वाला speaker,
or even in phone,
or a normal headphone earbuds, like a teenager might,
the volume will be same.
it will sound
The same.
good.
Yeah.
And even on the top speakers it will sound good.
Yeah.
So that is mastering.
Yeah.
Meaning leveling all the sounds.
Yeah.
So
And
that
for
is the
music
last process.
production, a lot of people think that I have to have very good gears, like
Yeah.
expensive gears. I don't really think that is really important. A
These
good laptop
days,
and a good headphone is like good to go.
Yeah.
Audio Technica headphones like ATX, I think ATX 20, it's around 4,000, 5,000. So even if you get them, you can start producing in that only. Because what studio headphones is, they send you the raw signal of the track. मतलब जैसा track है वो वैसे ही signal देता है. And music production के लिए वो बहुत important है. Because DJing headphones like V Moda headphones, which are the best for DJing. So basically what they do is वो लोग low end देते हैं. They add some bass just to make the audience कि आपको गाना सुनने में अच्छा लगे. But जो production का headphones है वो अलग होता है. Because they send you the raw signal ताकि आप
basically is the reference or flat.
Exactly, it's the flat कि वो जैसा है वैसे ही आपको सुनाई देगा. तो ये डिफरेंस और एक है DJing headphones में and music production में.
So what gear are you using? You have a really cool, swag studio. So what gear are you personally using? Sound cards and all, or are you just sticking to the headphone and?
So basically, I don't have a desktop. I use a Mac Pro.
Okay.
Because I have to carry that laptop also to everywhere.
Right. So if you're traveling, you can carry your laptop and
exactly. So I think desktop is a very jhanjat for me.
हाँ.
So for production part, I have a laptop, KRK monitors.
Okay.
And I think I'm shifting to Yamaha because for production I think Yamaha is great.
More
because वही reason है वो flat क्योंकि KRK का I think they add थोड़ा bass and low end. But for DJing I think it's the perfect. KRK इससे better नहीं है. And for the DJing thing, I don't have 2000s, I have XDJ 700, which I think do the same work, but the size is a bit small. So for my home studio, I think that works. So I have these gears at my home.
So initially you must have had problems ki console use karna and all.
Right.
Now is it a problem for you? I mean, of course you have a tech rider.
Right.
But if any case it doesn't reach there, you're comfortable with playing or is it?
Yeah, it's a great question I think. And आप लोग के लिए भी है कि आप लोग अगर basics I think सब में same होता है. So if you learn DJing from this console and you know the basics, then you can play in any of the consoles. Because when I started DJing, 3000 was not there. 3000 has come recently, So I learned in this one. So, but if you know the basics of this one, you will be easily will be able to play in 3000 because the basics are the same. So it's like learning how to drive a car. So if you can learn in one car, then you'll be able to drive all the cars in the world. So it's like having a good base. So yeah, that's the thing.
Right. Wow, that was a lot of questions. Any other questions, guys? One more question, please.
So I liked your tracks and I like the mid bass.
Okay.
So do you create your own mid bass or do you use samples?
No, I make all the things. I use presets definitely, but all the sounds, all the leads which I take, they are mostly like I have only programmed the same. But samples you can obviously take. That's not cheating because samples are created so that you can use. But the thing is, one of the drawback is the same samples can be used by someone else also. So that's the thing. And if you want to be very exclusive, then you can definitely create your own sound, which will again take a lot of time to make your own sound and make. So I spend a lot of time in music production because that's the main thing. Because once production part is done, then I can do mixing किसी में भी because I know कि जो production part है उसमें I have done everything अच्छे से. तो even I can like मैं कुछ ठीक ठाक speakers में the ठीक ठाक headphones में भी I can do the mastering part, because I know कि production वाले part में I have already created a very good bass and all the sound.
What plugin mostly do you use for the
The
basses?
the most famous plugin, you must be knowing Spire.
Yeah.
So I use Spire a lot because Spire gives you all kinds of sounds, not only plugs, leads and basses, but also pads and stuff. So it's like a one-man army. They'll give you all kinds of sounds. And you can also get a lot of presets, like
Nice.
third-party presets. Yeah, free also, paid also. So they have, because all the and the newer preset pack, they are very clean. You don't have to mix the sound also much.
They're very bright and clean.
Exactly. You just have to put an EQ and then you're good to go.
More and more automation kind of stuff. I mean,
Right.
every few years it's becoming more easier. You can say.
easier. But as it's becoming easier, it's also becoming tough,
Becoming tough, exactly.
because everyone is able to create music.
Everyone now you have to be really unique.
Really.
You cannot use all the presets and the samples. I mean, you can, but
Exactly.
then at least change it up in some ways.
You can sample. I also do a lot of samples. When I see a 4-bar loop sample, melody sample, then I can use a SliceX, you must be knowing. So it's basically a plugin. It helps to alter the sample from one part to another, and using that you can make a unique sample loop, which is yours and which you can use in the track. So yeah.
Nice. What about AI technologies is coming up? Are you using that? Are you against it?
I have not used them once.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are set with your tools. Now
Yeah,
you don't want to check out the new.
I have no idea how that even works because I have not used it only. Because I
But
think,
are you open to it, or are you like the old people who think कि नहीं मुझे तो AI से?
so basically I don't use AI. People who like to use vocals in their track, so they can use the AI vocal wala cheese. But like most of the tracks which I'm creating right now, and some of the unreleased tracks, so they don't have vocal. They only have instrumental, because being a producer, I want to showcase only my music and craft. I don't want to focus much on vocals. But also few of my tracks have vocals, obviously, because as I told you at the beginning, I have like experimented with a lot of all types of genres. So yeah.
Right. So right now you're more focused on your sound and
Exactly.
your style.
Yeah.
Instead
And
of
even
having a vocalist.
it took me 3 to 4 years to find my own sound. And find my own niche that I want to follow this genre only, and now I'll not be focusing more on other genres. So it will take time to find your own, but for that, finding your own sound, you have to experiment with a lot of different sounds. The song which is playing right now, it has not been released.
Okay, this is
One of the unreleased.
Nice.
what's up guys, this is Tatrix and I came to Name Rave DJ School for a very special DJing and music production masterclass which I had here. I had a great time here with all the students. Even if you want to learn DJing, music production or have any queries related to the same, please call to the academy. The number is given here and enroll your name for the course now.